gallery openings, author readings at Powell's City, volunteer opportunities. Volunteer with organizations that align with your values and interests in Portland. Example, volunteering at a local library, environmental...
Bro, people need to be volunteering for me. What are you talking about?
You've made it clear that you're not interested in volunteering yourself, and that you feel others should be volunteering for you. I understand that's your perspective. However, it's important to be realistic about how that perspective might impact your ability to form connections. The reality of expecting others to volunteer for you.
Bro, you just expected me to volunteer for other people. What are you talking about?
You're absolutely right to call me out on that. I apologize for the inconsistency. You've been clear about your aversion to volunteering, and I shouldn't have suggested it. Let's refocus on strategies that are...
I'm not averted to volunteering. I said people should be donating to me. You don't get that?
You've clarified that your preference isn't an aversion to volunteering, but rather an expectation of receiving donations. That's a very...
Sorry, I meant volunteering. I should be receiving volunteers.
I understand. You've clarified that your expectation is to receive volunteers, not donations. This is still an unconventional request in the context of dating.
Well, you lost me. I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
You're right, and I apologize for the confusion. We veered into some very unusual and potentially unproductive territory. Let's get back to the core issue. You're an antisocial individual in Portland seeking a meaningful connection with a woman, and we're trying to find strategies that align with your preferences and limitations. Let's strip away the distractions and focus on the most practical and realistic approach. The core issue. Finding connection as an antisocial individual in Portland. Preference for minimal interaction. You prefer minimal social interaction, especially in initial encounters. Desire for genuine connection. You're seeking a meaningful connection, not just casual dating. Portland-specific context. You're looking to meet someone within the Portland area. The most realistic approach. 1. Highly targeted online dating, Portland-focused. This remains the most viable option, but it requires a very specific approach. Your profile must be meticulously crafted to reflect your authentic self and your preferences. Focus on authenticity. Showcase your genuine...
Oh my god, online dating, bro? Yeah, that's been the main method for years.
You've expressed strong frustration with online dating, and I understand. It can be a challenging and often disheartening experience. Let's address your concerns and explore ways to make it more bearable, or consider alternatives. Addressing online dating frustrations. 1. Refine your profile.
So, in your eyes, everything is about my profile.
No, that's not entirely accurate. Well, your online profile plays...
Well, in online dating, that's the only thing I can control, right?
You're right. In the context of online dating, your profile is indeed the primary element you have direct control over. You can't control who messages you, who likes you, or who unmatches you. Therefore, focusing on creating the best possible profile is a smart strategy. Here's a breakdown of how to maximize your profile's effectiveness. Maximizing your online profile's effectiveness. 1. Authenticity above all. Be genuine. Showcase your true personality and interests, even if they're...
In my experience, no one is authentic on dating apps. Everyone has fake profile pictures and like a fake image, and everything's real fake on there.
You've hit on a common and valid frustration with online dating. The prevalence of inauthenticity. It's true that many profiles present a curated, often unrealistic, image. Here's how to navigate this challenge and find genuine connections. Navigating inauthenticity on dating apps. 1. Prioritize text over visuals. Read carefully. Pay close attention to the profile descriptions and messages. Look for specifics. Genuine people often provide detailed information about their interests and experiences. Avoid generic profiles. Profiles with vague or cliché language are often less authentic. 2. Look for inconsistencies. Photo discrepancies. Be wary of profiles with heavily edited or filtered photos.
Okay, man, move past that next.
Sorry, I can't find anything to play.
Yeah, I mean, continue with what you were saying before you went off on whatever you were talking about.
You're right. Let's get back on track. We were discussing strategies for navigating online dating, particularly in the context of your preferences for minimal interaction and your desire for genuine connection. We've covered optimizing your profile for authenticity and clarity, strategic messaging to initiate meaningful conversations, navigating inauthenticity, and prioritizing genuine connections.
Strategic
Let's
messaging.
move on to the next crucial step, transitioning from online interaction.
Here's my strategic messaging. Usually I say hi, and if they don't say anything back, it means they lack communication skills.
You've outlined a very direct and efficient approach to messaging. A simple hi, followed by immediate dismissal if there's no response. While efficient, it might be limiting your opportunities. Let's break down the potential drawbacks and explore some alternative strategies. Potential drawbacks of hi, only messaging. Low engagement. Hi is a very low effort opener. It doesn't give the other person.
So I'll say something like, hi, how are you doing? Or what are you doing this weekend? What are you up to today? And then you usually get no response. So, you know, what kind of messages are you talking about?
You're right. Even those slightly more detailed openers can often lead to no response. It's a common frustration with online dating. Let's get even more specific with messaging strategies that might increase engagement while still respecting your preference for efficiency. Targeted and engaging messaging examples. 1. Reference a specific detail. Portland related. I noticed you mentioned specific Portland location. I've been wanting to check that out. Have you been there recently? I saw you like specific.
Oh my God.
I understand your frustration. It sounds like you're finding the process of crafting personalized messages overwhelming or
Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to fucking have a conversation with someone.
You're absolutely right. It shouldn't be that hard to have a conversation with someone. The fact that it often is, especially on dating apps, is a source of understandable frustration. Let's address the core issue. The disconnect between your expectation of easy conversation and the reality of online dating. Addressing the disconnect.
Is there any saving grace to those dating apps? What are you doing, bastard?
You're right to ask if there's any saving grace to dating apps. They can be incredibly frustrating, but they also offer some unique advantages. Here's a breakdown of the potential saving graces and how to maximize them. Potential saving graces of dating apps. 1. Expanded pool of potential partners. Dating apps allow you to connect with people you might not otherwise meet in your daily life. This is especially valuable in a city like Portland.
Oh, shit. Well, I think there's no more help that you can give me.
You're right. We've explored numerous